Hello, today I'm gonna cover Hyperbridge, which is a new parachain on Polkadot with an immense potential to become a #1 multi-chain bridge in the entire crypto industry. So Hyperbridge mainnet went live last week, and right with the mainnet launch, they also launched Token Gateway Bridge, which is the first fully trust-free multi-chain token bridge that puts users in control of their assets. And this is it, Gateway Bridge, the world's first verifiable trustless multi-chain bridge ever built in the entire crypto space. The founder of Hyperbridge is Shayun Lanleke. He worked as a core developer at Parity and contributed to Ethereum, Substrate and Polkadot. He describes Hyperbridge as a compute platform for secure interoperability, and this is exactly what sets apart Hyperbridge from all other crypto bridges. Although there is already many crypto bridges, these bridges and bridged assets are not secured by proofs because they are secured either by some validator set or by some other opaque off-chain actors. On the other hand, Hyperbridge is the first crypto bridge that introduces proofs into bridging, and through Polkadot, these proofs are verified. And that's what makes Hyperbridge the first trustless bridge, whereas all other crypto bridges require trust of users. So the bridge is already operating. For now, you can only bridge DOT between Polkadot, Ethereum, Optimism, Gnosis, Arbitrum, BNB and Base. There are plans to add as many chains and tokens as possible, and the next supported coin will be KSM. So what Hyperbridge brings to DOT holders, besides secure and trustless multi-chain bridging, the entire Polkadot eco will greatly benefit from Hyperbridge by bringing more liquidity to Polkadot from all these other ecosystems. And for example, Astar, Bifrost and Hydra are gonna be using Hyperbridge to bring in more liquidity and users to their chains. Thanks to Hyperbridge, you will be able to use your DOT for lending on all these chains that have more mature lending protocols than Polkadot with more locked up liquidity. So being able to securely bridge and lend your DOT in lending protocols on all these other chains will bring a great new utility for DOT holders. Although there is already Snowbridge, DOT token is still kind of locked up only on Polkadot, and it has only a very little utility there, just governance, staking and core time rentals. But now, thanks to Hyperbridge, DOT holders will be able to experiment with their DOT also in other ecosystems. As for Hyperbridge Tokenomics, token will be called Bridge. It's gonna be a deflationary token with a 1 billion capped supply. Quite in silence, Hyperbridge team launched their Bridge token sale here on the Gateway website. You can check it out here under initial relay offering. They sell one bridge token for 5 cents. Given 1 billion token supply, they are selling at 50 million FDV. Anyone can participate, but be sure to open and carefully read terms and conditions first, because 25% of tokens will be unlocked at TG and the remaining 75% will be vested for 18 months. And the exact date of TG hasn't yet been announced. I can only speculate, perhaps Q1 next year. So I just wanted to give you heads up about Hyperbridge to put it on your radar, because Hyperbridge can unify the entire Web3 and can become the ultimate solution for interoperability between all chains. The future for DOT holders and Polkadot looks much brighter now that the promising projects like Peak and Hyperbridge are launching, plus the migration of Mythos from Ethereum to Polkadot. All this can help turn the tide for Polkadot and get some attention back. Thanks for watching, till next time.